My name is Kayla and this is Kayla Makes It. This is a podcast where I talk all about knitting, crochet, the projects I've been working on, some things I've finished hopefully, and just any other random thing. So maybe a little bit of cross stitch or sewing added in every once in a while. You can find me on Instagram as kayla.makes.it, on Ravelry as Kayla1Pearl1, and I'm over on TikTok as Kayla Makes It Podcast. So let's go ahead and get started. I didn't plan on wearing anything handmade. I was just going to wear my crochet nerd shirt. But I was cold, so I added my cardigan. But this is the crochet nerd shirt. I got it on Amazon and I'm pretty sure you can still get it there. I got it less than a year ago, I think, or maybe about a year ago. And there's different colors that you can choose. I chose purple. I like yellow and purple together, so that's why I chose these. But the cardigan I'm wearing, it was just laying over my chair. Now I realized my blanket fell off. There we go. That's much better. Much prettier. But this cardigan, forgive me because it's not in my notes here. That reminds me I need to bring my notebook out so I have my notes. That's so pretty. Hot pink. This is not in my notes because I didn't plan on wearing it. But I got cold, like I said. And it's February and this has hearts. I made this about a year ago. I do know the designer is Sam Does Crochet. And I connected with her on Instagram, and she also has a YouTube, so I'll make sure that that is linked below, or the information is below, so that you can check her out. So this is her pattern, and I forget exactly what it's called, but I'll put it up on the screen. And I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby, and I can't remember all the colorways I used, but for the squares and the sleeves, I use the kind that has like the shimmer sparkle, which of course is not going to pick up in this lighting at all. And then I did a border with just like a plain yellow, and then the center of the squares is, I can't remember what it's called either, but this is not a sparkle yarn, but it is like a variegated yarn, and it is, I love this yarn prints or something like that. So it is keeping me very warm because it is worsted weight acrylic yarn. When I move, I can feel air going through because of the holes in the sleeves, and I probably made the sleeves way too long because I think that I'm taller than I am. But anyway, and the sleeve is so cute because it's got a little heart on the sleeve too. Heart, is it heart on my sleeve? Cardigan, maybe? Am I making that up? I don't know. It's been so long since I've thought about this one. So I'll make sure all the information is on there. And I ran into a craft project that has moss all over it, and like it just got stuck all over this. So I'm finding random pieces of moss. So I'm gonna put that down there, and then I'm gonna sweep here in a minute. Here in a minute. Not here in a minute. Later. Okay, so enough about this adorably cute sweater. Okay, I'm gonna get very distracted by all this moss that's on here, so I just need to stop. But as I'm looking at myself here, I think I want to take this top button off. I think it's a little too high. I think it would look better if the button started about right there. What do you guys think? And so then I can just kind of like sew that together. I think that would look better. Anyway, this is so cute. I love it. And my daughter, my 12-year-old, is she really likes this, so I think she's going to try to steal it from me. But right now it's keeping me warm. So what else can we get started with? Let's just go ahead and jump into finished objects. I wasn't going to have a finished object, but then when I went to record, my daughter was like, I need to hop in the shower. So when she does that, the like water pump is really loud where I record. So I was like, okay, go ahead and take your shower and then I'll start recording. So I was able to work on this and finish it. So in my last video, and I do apologize, it's been like 3 weeks since I've recorded. life has happened. Yeah, and I can talk about that a little more here in a little bit, but I am back after 3 long weeks. I didn't go anywhere. But I was working on this in my last video, and it shouldn't have taken me that long. I was just working on other things. But I made a little baby hat. My cousin and his wife are having a little boy, and he is due in March, so next month. And my cousin is a hunter, and so I thought that he would like camo and hunter orange. And okay, I can't remember exactly what I was talking about because the water pump keeps turning on. I'm gonna have to find a different place to record my videos. So yeah, hat for my cousin's baby, and oh yeah, I was talking about the light. I have 1 lamp. I had 2 lamps in here, but my husband stole it. He put it somewhere and I forgot to grab it. So the lighting is not the greatest, but this is super bright, like neonish orange, hunter's orange. It's just like a worsted weight. I think they're both Big Twist actually, or this could be Red Heart and this is Big Twist. I can't remember exactly, but I used deer antler buttons that my mom and dad made for me probably 15 years ago, from like shed antlers that they find in the woods. They made me some cool deer antler buttons, and I have several more, but they're neat. I love that you can see the texture on the outside. So yeah, so their baby shower was this past weekend, and I didn't have it ready. I should have, because it shouldn't have taken me this long. But yes, I'm going to send this in the mail so that they can get it ASAP. Hey guys, yeah, so you might notice that we have a different background mid-video. So you just saw I was recording and had a lot of issues with the water pump going off, and that was super annoying. So I kind of gave up that night, and that was the night of the 2nd. So it was like Sunday night on February 2nd, and I was really hoping to have a Monday upload. And then my daughter came to me in the middle of the night in labor. So yay! We went to the hospital, and she quickly delivered my first grandbaby. So I will post a picture in here with her face covered, of course, because she's just too sweet and precious for the whole world to enjoy just yet. But that has been a delay in me getting a video out. So I started this video by saying that it had been a long 3 weeks. Hi, Zeke. It had been a long 3 weeks. Well, now make it 4 weeks. And it is now, what's today, Zeke? It is Wednesday. Are you a YouTube star? So it is, okay, we just don't show our behind on TV, okay? That's just gross. Are you gonna sit? You're not as behaved as Odie is. But today is Wednesday the 11th. Why don't I know what day it is? I think it's the 11th. Anyway, it's been way too long since I've gotten a video out to you guys, so I do apologize for being so long and such a long break in between. And honestly, I didn't even want to record again what I already recorded, because then I got to share my heart sweater cardigan and all of that. I do have this that I still need to get sent out, because let me tell you, I haven't had a newborn in the house for a while, so that's taken a little bit of time, but only in the beginning when you are in my face, but only in the beginning when I was back and forth to the hospital, and then once she got home we got her settled. But she's really taken off. She's doing a great job. She's a great mom. Okay. So yes, now we're back home. She's very settled, and now I'm going to try to get the rest of this video recorded. Yeah, so I have just been really, now he's got some cat hair on my face. I've just really gotten frustrated with where I was recording. Like, my little craft space out there is wonderful, but for recording, there's always, you know, the things that we have out in our garage are just too noisy. So I do have this corner in my bedroom where I typically sew. And so I talked to my husband, and he helped me. He helped me. Psh, he did the whole thing. Oh, okay. He put up some pegboard for me. So lots of pegboard space all the way down to my desk area and almost all the way up to the ceiling. Put this back. Okay. So at some point here soon, I'm going to get all my pegs in here, and then this is going to be yarn. So that'll be a fun background for recording. And I was going to get that up and then record the video, but I'm like, I need to get this going, and that was going to take too much time and, you know, perfectionism and all of that. So I decided to go ahead and, sorry, I need to adjust my camera a bit. I wanted to go ahead and get something recorded, but I didn't want it too plain, so I brought my unfinished sign in for you guys. Hopefully we'll finish that this year. I have the pieces right here. I just need to paint them and put them on. So I just need to do it. I just need to do it. Anyway, so you pretty much got all the info on this. The lighting is not super great. Zeke, the lighting is not super great in here either. That's something I'm still working on. So bear with me on that. But let's go ahead and get started with some works in progress, because that was my only finished object. Zeke, you're really interfering. Okay, and I have quite a bit of yarn since it's been almost a month. It has been a month since I recorded. So I do have some things that came in the mail, and I need to get my notes back out. Okay, so this work in progress, I was actually hoping to be a finished object, but last night I got to working on it and realized on the second sock, I got my first one finished. These are socks for my mom. And I realized when I got to the second sock that I didn't decrease enough stitches. I don't know how I did that. So I put in like a little lifeline last night. I had like 4 more stripes of color and put in a lifeline and then pulled it back. I know you love yarn, Zeke, but please. And so now I'm back on track. I'm back to decreasing, and I'm almost where I need to be to continue working on the rest of the foot and then decrease for the toe. But these you've probably heard lots about already. These are, I have to refer to my notes because I'm just absolutely losing my brain these days. So I'm making a size medium from the Crazy Sock Lady tutorial of vanilla socks on 9-inch circulars. I am using Knitterly Things Vesper sock yarn, and the color is Electric Avenue, and it's a colorway from, I believe, March of 24. Yes, March of 24. And I am doing 65 rounds. 65 rounds. No. I'm doing a 1x1 rib for the cuff, and it is, I didn't count how many rounds are in the cuff. think I have about 15 on there, but 65 rounds for the leg, and then, yeah, sorry, I'm like getting my notes mixed up here. And my needle size is a US size 1 or 2.25 millimeter, and I'm using ChowGoo 9-inch circulars. And once I get to the toe, I'll put it on my ChowGoo 32-inch. So I was almost done with these and then had to pull back. So hopefully by my next recording, I'm dropping things. Hopefully by my next recording, I will have these as a finished object because they've been on the needle for a while. I usually have a lot of different projects going, so you'll see things a lot with slow progress in a lot of my videos. But it's just the way I like to do things. I still get things done, but it just takes me longer. But I like to bounce between projects. And I have these in a bag that my mom made. Appropriate that the socks I'm making her are in a bag that she made me. And it's a cute little round, tall, and skinny drawstring bag. I love it. Okay, so that is my first one. The other one, I actually don't think I have a project in here. Nope, I just have a big ball of yarn. This orange yarn. Okay. Yes? I'm recording. What do you need? What? Wallet? Your dad's wallet?
Yeah.
Do you need to come in here?
Yeah.
Well, come in. I was like, what do you need me to do?
I don't know what it is.
It's probably over there. So this project is in a bag that I got recently. I don't think that I've showed this yet since it's been so long because I recently-ish got it. But I got this at Joann Fabrics, and it is a nice little zip notions bag kind of, but it's decent size, so it fits a sock project. I do have a knitting project in here, but it is got crochet granny squares on it. But I love it for a sock project bag. It's got a nice handle and everything. You just have to be really careful with the zippers that you don't get your yarn caught in them. But this also has like an inside zipper for some notions, which is great. But these, if you remember from another video that I showed you different options that I would like to give my niece to choose the colors that she wants for the socks that she asked for. And again, I can't remember if I've shown these. I'd have to look back on the notes to see. But these are the two colors that she chose together. And this one is Arcane FibreWorks sock yarn in the color Neon Nights. Yeah. And then this one is a Universal Yarns sock yarn in Neon Orange. And they are both, are like a wool nylon blend. I don't have all of that information readily available. When I have this as a finished object, I'll make sure that I have that.
Bye, Mom.
Bye. Did you find it?
No.
So these are the socks so far. So I'm using the contrast color for the cuff, heel, and then I will have them on the toe once I get there. These were pretty fast going, and then I put them down for a little bit to work on some of these other projects. But these I have on Clover 9-inch circular needles, and they're a US size 2, 2.75 millimeter. I did a 2x2 rib for the cuff, and I'm making a size small, but I'm using the size 2, so they're not like super small. So I really hope that they're not too big for her, but we'll find out. Yeah, we'll just have to find out. I need to get with her also and have her try these on and see how they're fitting. You know, worst case I have to pull back, or I can just make her these, and maybe she can grow into these and then start her a different pair and something else that she likes. I'm using these silicone beads that I picked up from, these are not Dollar Tree ones. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby in one of the silicone bead packs they have, and I believe I've shown them in another video before. But I love how this color theme goes together. I think it's a lot of fun with the oranges and the blues, and then you've got the oranges and the blues in the needle stoppers as well. So once I finish my mom socks and this other whip that I'm going to show you, I will work on these pretty strongly. And then I do have another pair that I've been working on for a while, my Beetlejuice socks, that I will put some focus into those as well. Those were for me. I tried them on and I don't like the way that they're fitting me. So I asked my grandma if she wanted them, and she would love to have them. So I'm going to give those to her once they're finished. Let's see. I'm getting a lot of interruptions today. What do you want?
I'm checking again.
Where did he say it was?
His sweatshirt or pants.
Okay, those are probably those right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I tried to come in quietly.
As the door squeaks open. So, the other project I have, you've probably seen it. If you've seen a previous video, did you find it? Good. You've probably seen it if you've watched any of my previous videos, but it is the Believe in Yeti hat by KnittingsWorth Designs. And the yarn I'm using for this is Knit Picks Stroll Tweed, and the colors are Down Heather. Well, here, I'll pull it out and show you the colors. I'm using a US size 2, 2.75 millimeter needle, 16-inch. And I did a 3x1 rib, and then I added an extra 1/2 inch to the rib. So that I did slightly different than what the pattern calls for. Everything else is just as the pattern states. And I'm almost finished. I've made lots of great progress. So here you can see Mr. Bigfoot. And here you can see his Bigfoot. And I got these charms at Hobby Lobby at one point. And I have some extras I really want to make myself some earrings with. But these I've just used as stitch markers. So here's a progress keeper, I'm guessing. So I think it was probably just here when you last saw it. So I've worked on this quite a bit over the last month. It is slow going because I'm not fast at color work, and you know, just reading the pattern and stuff, it can be a little tricky. Yeah, so for the colors, Down Heather is this color right here. And then I used Pecan Heather for this brownish color. And then the Wellies Heather is the black. Dill Heather is that green. And Marine Heather is the blue. So if you look at the original pattern, I think I swapped out maybe Dill and Marine, or Pecan and Marine, or Pecan and Dill, or I don't know. The Wellies and the Down Heather are the same. These three, the brown, the blue, and the green, might be slightly different. I can't remember which ones are different than the original pattern. My lips are super chapped and I can't find my chapstick. Okay. Yeah, so this one is for my brother, and these needle stoppers are just silicone beads that I got in another silicone bead pack. I still have several ends to weave in, and I'm ready to start the decreases on the pattern. But I finished all of the main color work, and I love the mountains at the top. I think that looks so cool. And I love the look of the floats. I think it looks so cool. You can kind of see the picture behind it. Let's see what we got here. You can kind of see it, but look at all those floats and all those color changes and stuff. I'm very proud of such an intricate design that I've been able to follow. So yeah, I need to weave in some ends, but I am almost finished with this. I cannot wait. My brother's getting excited. He's seen me work on it a few times, and I've sent him a few videos and pictures showing him the progress, and he seems to be pretty excited about it. Okay, and this I have in a bag that my mom made. I think the colors kind of go well together. And this is just a cute little bucket bag. The next thing I want to share is this. I have not made any progress on this. This was my birthday cast on back in November, and I've not made any progress. I was making pretty good progress, and then my cat either attacked the project when I wasn't looking, or was like jumping on my couch and accidentally snagged the sweater. And it's this part right here. I'm using a boucle yarn, and this happened. And so now I've got this gaping hole right here. And of course it's not gonna show up very well for you. But it's like, yeah, there we go. It's right there. That gaping hole in all of this. So this is, I've literally put this down and not looked at it for a month because I was just sick to my stomach upset that this had happened. Like, I haven't even hardly started this thing, and it's already torn up a bit. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to fix this. I don't know if I need to take like some white thread maybe and kind of put the loops back together in a way to kind of fill that hole. I'm not really sure, because the nature of the boucle yarn is like, you know, you have that extra, like here's your strand and then you have lots of extra creating some of these loops along it. Well, that all was basically pulled loose, so now you have long in a short distance, and I don't know how to fix it. And my dog, or either my dog or my daughter is squeaking the dog toy. Yeah, so I'm upset, not very happy about this, and wondering if any of you have ever dealt with this and how you may have fixed it. But this is the Bean and Olive and Bean, I always get it mixed around, Grownup by Andrea Mowry, and I'm using Knit Pick Swish in the color Serene. And then for the color work, I am using a, where is it at? I don't know if yeah, here we go. And I've shared all these before, but it's a Super Glow fiber in the Boucle Bliss base in the color Luna Moth. It's so fun, beautiful. Yeah, so I was really excited about working this, and now I'm just kind of bummed. And these, I've got needle stoppers. These are from, I think these are from Dollar Tree actually. Silicone beads. Okay. So I'd love your advice, how you think that I should work on fixing that. I would like to not have to pull back on that because I'm not great at fixing my mistakes yet. I did it with the socks, but that was all, you know, plain stockinette. It wasn't color work and stuff, so I'm concerned it would be difficult. Okay, so I realized that I did not bring all of the yarn out that I wanted to show you guys. I do have the stuff that came in the mail, but I also recently attended the February Fest in Noblesville, Indiana. And so I will probably save that for next week's video to show you some of those new yarns that I got. But I will show you what I got in the mail from my mystery clubs and such. And then my mom and I went to Joann Fabrics yesterday because with all the changes happening, there is some yarn that I have wanted. And so I want to make sure that I get it in case things change, whether it be, if it actually closes or if they just decrease some of their stock. There's yarn that I wanted, so I want to make sure that I get it. So the yarn that I really wanted is this KC Knit and Crochet Essential Wool. It is 100% superwash merino fine wool. You get 84 yards in each little cake or ball, and it's a 50-gram ball. It is a size 4. It's kind of squishy, bouncy, so it's maybe like no, not really a large 4. I think it is pretty true to that. But this is what I made my grandma's green hat in. She had the I'll put a picture in so you can see if you don't remember from a previous video, but that was my grandma's Christmas present. Made her a pretty cabled hat out of the green color, and every time I go, I've been eyeing this purple, and the coloring is not great. It is washing it out a bit. This is a deeper, richer purple than what you're probably seeing. Yeah, and the yarn was on sale. They're having their Yarnormous sale, so there was 25% off, so that was helpful. Yeah, so I got a couple of these. It required 3 balls for the hat I made her, but I had a large brim that was folded, so it did require a little bit of the third. And since I am making a hat for myself eventually out of this, I probably will not have a folded brim, so 2 should be sufficient. Yeah, and I just think it's so pretty. It's so squishy when you knit with it. It's so bouncy, and I just love the end product using this yarn. So I wanted to at least have some to do it at least one more time. After Joann's, we ran to Walmart because we needed groceries, and I picked up some cotton. Just your basic peaches and cream cotton, although this is the stripy kind. I know this is not like brand new, but it's brand new to me. I've never used it. I have a work friend who wanted washcloths as part of their birthday gift option that I've given all of my coworkers. And so, I'm dropping them, throwing them. These are the 2 colors that I chose. And this says, there's a pattern connected to it, or a free pattern on the label, it says, and I want to make whatever it is because it says that you can make 2 of those with each one. So then I should be able to get 4 out of these 2 things. These are actually in like a smaller pack than your regular peaches and cream that you see, but it's the same amount of ounces. They're all 2 ounces. So they must squeeze it tight in here compared to the other ones. But this bluish, it's got dark blues, lighter blues, some turquoise, some lavender. This one is called Evening Sea, and it's supposed to stripe because it's the stripy. And then this one has kind of like a mauve and salmon with kind of a dark periwinkle tan and not quite white, but there are some areas that look like maybe some light pink. Hopefully you can pick up on some of that. But yeah, where it kind of looks red, that's actually more of a salmon, I feel. It's very pretty. And this one is called Beach House. So I love that. I've really been into lately a lot of the colorways that have the sandy color in it. And, someone who has done some great beach-inspired colorways is Pineapple Yarn. She has a couple of skeins right now that I've had my eyes on. So after I show you this yarn, this is like the last yarn that I'm getting from my monthly clubs for a while because I've had some changes. And so I'm looking at something else to look to get monthly in place of those. And so I may not have like a mystery club or even like an automatic club. So I may just allot a certain amount for like, you know, getting myself one skein a month. And so there's a couple of hers that I'll probably get. So for like March and April, there's a couple that I would like to get from her. But anyway, so that reminded me of that. And so she's got some great yarns that I would love to get. Yeah. Also, while we were at Joann Fabrics, I have to show you this because I have plans to make myself a project bag. Oh, my arm popped in a weird way. That hurts. But I got enough yarn here. I want to make myself a small little, like, round bucket bag, a lot like what my mom made me. And I have enough that I can make my daughter one too, who has learned to crochet. And I found this fabric. I could not leave without it. I think this is so cute. Lava lamps, but if you look closely, do you see all the cats? The lava is in the shape of cats, and then like the yellow lava lamp has a cat head at the top. It's so fun. And to pair with that, I got this fun like rainbow colored fabric. I think it would go so well together. And then I also got this. I thought it would be a nice like inner lining to match some fabrics that I already have. Oop, upside down. And it's a little mice on a bicycle. I think it's so cute. It's got a little scarf and everything. Yep. So that's the rest of the stuff. I got a few notions and stuff like that at Joann's. But so that is everything we got at Joann's. Now I want to show you what I got in the mail. If you watched my plans for 2025 video, I am going to make like some goldfish socks. The designer is Stone Knits, and they're a pattern that I got in one of her latest pattern project books. And I just got this in a couple weeks ago, but I ordered it from Threads by Megan Nicole. And I found this on Etsy. So this is what I got, and it is so bright and beautiful and so squishy soft. So this I thought would be perfect for the goldfish part of it. So the actual fish part of the socks. And the colorway of this is Fire on the Mountain. It is a sock weight, so you get 437 yards. And it is a 75% superwash merino wool and 25% nylon. And try to get some good lighting on this. But I loved the variation in the color from orange to like that darker yellow. There's some light yellow in there as well. But the variation in color I think will make the fish very interesting. So I'm really excited about this one. I also received my monthly mystery skein from Arcane FibreWorks. And this is Mountain Air. It's probably not focusing very well. I probably won't be able to get it to focus. This is so beautiful. I love all the blues and greens mixed with the browns, but the brown almost turns into like a wine color. I think it's so pretty. And of course this fiber is always so soft. So squishy and soft. And the first time I've used Arcane Fibers was in the socks that I'm making for my niece. And I love working with it. I don't have anything that's been in a project long term where I can see, you know, how it wears or anything. But working with it so far is really fun. There's some light parts in that too, like white, grayish. So I think it'll be a very interesting and fun thing. The skein's doing funky things right now. There we go. Be able to add it to my wall soon. Gotta get my peg thingies up. Okay, this one I'm really excited about. This is another skein from, or hank of yarn from Super Glow Fiber. Comes in a pretty bag. And this is a part of the Buttercream Babes 2025 club. So this is what was available in January. And I got a sock set. This is the Funfetti sock set. And it has neon speckles in it. Let's see if we can get this in the light. You see those speckles? They're so fun. I can't wait to use this. I love all these colors. And if I can find it, I'll post the inspiration for this colorway up here so you can see it. Oh, it matches my sign so prettily. Love it. Yeah, so I may not use this right away just because I'll want to put it right here so I can stare at it for a while before I use it, because it's so pretty even in the packaging. Isn't that fun? I love that. Sorry, I keep licking my lips because they're so chapped. I need to go find some chapstick. Yeah, gotta love the neons, and I love those pastels in there. Like this just makes my heart so happy. Yeah, if you're not familiar with this type of yarn, this is an 85% superwash merino and a 15% nylon, and it's very soft and squishy. So I do love this. This one takes kind of a while to get it in. I don't know what her like shipping schedule is, but once you order it, it takes a little bit. Even though it's like a ready to ship item, it still takes a little bit to get it into the mail, but it's totally worth it. And so now this is my second, what do you call it? Super Glow Fiber yarn. And so I'm trying a different base to see how I like that. And these are going to be socks for me and nobody else. I'm going to be super selfish with this one. They're so pretty. I love it so much. Okay. Yes, so that's everything that I got here. Like I said, there's more yarn that I would love to show you in my next video. That way I can track it down. I think I left it out in my craft room. But that'll give me something to show next video. And I didn't get a whole lot, but I have projects that I'm buying yarn for because I have plans for this year. And so I made sure to, you know, buy it for something that I'm already dedicated to work on this year. So that makes me feel a little bit better about purchasing, just like this one. And one of the other reasons that I decided to stop with these colorways, I've gotten a handful of these, and although they're beautiful, and I would love to continue to get these every month, I do want to slow down on some of these that are mysteries, just because one, I want to know what I'm getting so I know if I can use it for a project, because I want to be more intentional about what I'm purchasing. Like this I purchased knowing, okay, I want to make myself socks with this, so that's fine.
And then this one because I have a sock project that I have plans to make this year. So I needed this for that project. Oh my gosh, even those look good together. How fun. Okay, but I do love all these. Okay, that's all I have for today, I believe. So please come back and see me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this is the kind of content that you like to see. And hopefully I will be back a little more regular now that the grandbaby is here. So I will try to also maybe record getting this all set up. Getting some of my yarn hung up. I think that would be fun. Would you guys be into that? Let me know. All right, well, I will see you next time, okay? Have a great weekend, and God bless. Bye!